Welcome back here to DGOT, the Instant Reactions. We got two new movies we're going to be talking about in this one. We're just going to combine the recording for these two films just because we don't have as much to say about them. But we're going to be talking about 2026's Forbidden Fruits and Hunting Matthew Nichols. I think that's what it is. I got my AMC pulled up. It's just under AMC Scream Unseen, so I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. It is Hunting Matthew Nichols. Okay, cool. But yeah, we'll just talk about that movie first. I saw that movie on a Scream Unseen, which is really cool for AMC. I know Regal offers it as well, Mystery Monday. Uh, but for AMC, they specified like it's going to be a horror movie, like it's a horror movie that hasn't come out. So I really appreciate that, just because that's my favorite genre. I don't really want to go in blind to just any movie. I know that probably Dustin doesn't love that, but it is what it is. I was hoping to see Faces of Death. I saw this movie March 30th, but this movie came out. I had no idea what it was. I hadn't even heard of it. And I don't hate necessarily found footage mockumentaries. Like some of them are okay. Like I enjoyed Strange Harvest for the most part last year. Like it was fine. But this one did not crank my tractor. I don't know if I have a positive for the movie, honestly. I don't know if I got one. But yeah, I did not care for this movie. Did you like it?
So
I gave it a half a star on Letterboxd.
yeah,
So that's like a 1
yeah.
if we were to rate it.
I saw this movie 2 days ago. As we're recording this on Wednesday, I saw it Monday, April 13th, and I remember you had said that I'm gonna hate it and that you hated it, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go anyway because we don't always see eye to eye on everything. And even movies that we do agree on, we may be a couple points off on our scores. So I was like, let's just check it out. I regretted my decision. I don't mind found footage like Blair Witch Project. I've been very vocal in my tenure on this show that I think that's a really good horror movie. That I mean, it changed the game for the genre. It's an iconic film. Scarred me in sixth grade when I watched it. Um, when they're done right, they're done right. Paranormal Activity, the first one, I think is really good. However, I've also been very vocal that I hate mockumentaries, but I also hate documentaries. Like I watched The Last Dance, the thing about the 1998 Bulls and Jordan's last season in Chicago. I loved it. During the pandemic, I watched more documentaries just because everyone was stuck in the house and I wanted to watch what everyone else was watching, and Netflix was just dropping banger after banger, like Don't Fuck with Cats. I think that came out in 2020. Tiger
I think
King.
Tiger King.
Tiger
Yeah.
King was one we were all on, and so I was like,
I didn't. I still hadn't seen either of those, honestly. And I'm the true crime guy.
that's crazy. Don't Fuck with Cats was a crazy one. Tiger King is just like outlandish, and it's
Yeah.
funny, but I think you would enjoy Don't Fuck with Cats more. But Hunt Matthew Nichols. What was the Strange Harvest? Is that the other mockumentary we saw last year? Was there another
Yeah.
one?
I don't remember another one.
No. What was the other found footage movie that TikTok girl made?
Oh, House on Eden.
House on Eden. So this was like, to me, if you mashed up those two movies, kind of, as far as quality goes, I didn't enjoy either one of those movies, and I didn't enjoy this one. To me, I think that if you take the story of this movie and you shoot it like a traditional movie, I would enjoy it. Like I don't even think I'm not even going to say I would enjoy it more. I think I would actually enjoy it. I think it was fine. You got these kids that go missing 20 years ago. Her sister's looking for one of them. I joked with you. The movie's called Hunting Matthew Nichols. I guess they're like, fuck Jordan. We don't care about him. We're just looking for Matthew. That was all right. There's two kids that went missing, but and then she finds out that there might have been some devil stuff involved, and then she gets to the police withheld evidence. Like all that would work for me. And she gets to the spot where her brother went missing. She finds the cabin. Stuff gets spooky. And I know that you didn't like the ending. You said the ending was a mess. To me, the ending was the best part though, because the rest of the movie was so painfully boring to me that I was like, all right, we're getting some action. Like, whoa, this is creepy. And so I just think that the mockumentary style, the first line in my Letterbox review is, when will filmmakers learn that mockumentaries just aren't it? Maybe some people enjoy them a lot, but for me, and I think I speak for the majority, it's just they hardly ever work. They hardly ever work because the biggest issue with Strange Harvest to me was I felt like they were drawing stuff out. Like they would do these interview scenes where they're talking to the police or witnesses or people involved in the case, and they would state things that were like, "Yeah, we picked up on that," or they would rehash things like, "Yeah, we know," and then the case goes cold. Like this one didn't do as many of those interviews, so that was good. Like they didn't drive that into the ground like Strange Harvest did, but still, they were just unnecessary. I think it would work better as
But to me, these and the sorry to interrupt
no,
you,
you're
but
good.
like the interviews in this movie, they just drug on and
They
on and
did.
on. They were fewer. They were so much longer
Yeah.
and boring as fuck.
Yes. Now I know you said you couldn't find a positive. I do have.
I got a couple. I'll give the like acting. I don't think the acting was terrible,
Okay, yeah, the acting was fine, but I've got two positives besides that I do.
and the Alaskan setting. I like that.
The setting, I'll give that one too, but I've got two other ones that I want to point out uh, that benefited. I may contradict myself here, but it worked because it was in a mockumentary style. They did this thing where they animated the stories that the guy was telling, and I thought the animation looked awesome. It was a unique style, and the color choices, it's just black, white, and red is the only colors that they used, and I think it was very effective. I thought the animation styles when the guy was telling the story about the Baba Yaga and the Roy McKenzie, all these local legends, boogeyman characters, folklore stories. The animation style that they used to illustrate those was really cool to me. And then the other positive that I'll give is in that last act. Like I said, that's this my favorite part of the movie. But when she gets to the cabin, she would do something like she would throw her hands up, like, "Look, we found it!" And then they spliced in footage from when her brother found the cabin, and it was footage from him from 20 years ago, and they edited it to where it was just like a very quick cut. But that was really cool. It's like they wove in his footage with what we're currently seeing, and I thought that was really cool. They didn't. There was only like maybe 4 instances of it, but I thought it was really good.
Dustin, what's my biggest qualm with found footage? I don't expect you to remember.
Hey, what's my biggest problem with Cloverfield? Oh well, okay. I think yours is who's editing this shit.
Who edited this?
Yeah. So
Why is there added sound effects?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be raw and real footage.
Yep.
From the point of view of the filmmaker. Like, I hate that stuff. Like, I get, like, don't get me wrong, from a filmmaking, just as a consumer, sure, the animation stuff is cool. Sure, splicing in that old footage is cool, but this is a found footage movie, and these people die at the end.
Yeah.
Who found these cameras and put it together? So that's one thing I can appreciate about, like, Hell House LLC or the first one for sure, and The Visit.
Blair
they
Witch
put,
Project.
like, yeah, I'll give. I don't remember that. I haven't seen the Blair Witch Project since, like, when did we do that? Like episode 9 or something. So it's been since the end of 2019, beginning of 2020 since I've seen that. I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, if you're gonna like do that kind of stuff, you need to show like where, hey, we found these cameras and we're putting this stuff together, or we knew that these people went into the woods and like we found their cameras and put it all together. It's like they didn't do that in this one. Like it just ended. And then, like, we're just told to take it and accept it. Like, I hate that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a found footage stuff. It's supposed to be, like I said, raw, unedited footage. And that drives me up a wall.
So
maybe that's too much of a nitpick for me, but I hate that.
No, it's 100% makes sense. With the Blair Witch Project, there was no touching up. It literally looked like they found these tapes and we're seeing it. And then when the movie ends, we're like, whoa. So that's what I meant there. My issue.
That's a movie I need to give a rewatch.
Yeah, you do.
With fresh eyes, honestly.
Because you gave it a bad score. The thing that I hated about Cloverfield, if you remember, is if you're doing found
stop
footage,
recording.
why would you be recording? Like, it makes sense to record, but then other times you're gonna put the camera down and run. That didn't happen in this one. There's no point to where I was like, they would put the camera down and run because everything happened so quick, and they did have the cameras down. But there was things that they shot and filmed that I was like, why would they? I don't think that they would be recording here necessarily.
But
Like,
like, what about like when they set up camp and like Tara goes into the woods? Like, why wouldn't she take her camera then?
you
They
t-
just have it posted up to watching their tents.
you're talking about, oh, when she goes and we get the time lapse, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
if you have the time lapse, why wouldn't you take a camera with you just for a light?
yeah. I didn't really, I didn't really like that either, especially because, like you said, who edited this? Because she goes off in the woods, and next thing we know, she's waking Buddy up in his tent. What happened to that footage? Like, that's a
Yeah.
big chunk from when she came back to now she's waking him up. So
Then they go in this old lady's house, like interrogating her, and she clearly doesn't want to be recorded, and they still do it.
yeah.
They just don't have no respect for elders or other people's homes. It was just
Well, no,
unreal.
she was a lying ass cop, so withholding evidence and stuff. But I mean,
True.
I'll forgive it though. It's in her nature. She is a woman. She's gonna lie.
Fair enough. But yeah, the only positives I had was really I thought the acting was serviceable. It was fine. And I thought the Alaskan setting was good. But otherwise, I thought the movie was painfully boring.
Yeah,
And the ending was just, we've seen this already. Like, we literally just saw Shelby Oaks.
yep.
And this movie reminded me a lot of that. And guess what? I didn't like Shelby Oaks either. So
Me either.
it is what it is. I wrote in I'm not going to read my whole letterbox review, but it really reminded me of the movie. The movie's pacing was slower than a pub sub sandwich artist. If you've ever been to Publix and got a pub sub, you know how damn slow they are. They are in no hurry at all.
All that for that hard ass bread. Yeah.
They do got a new soft roll,
Oh, okay.
and it's pretty good. It's not bad, but they still slow as hell.
You gave it a half star.
Half a star, by God.
I gave it 1 full star just
And
because.
I couldn't go lower.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I gave it a 1 full star. I probably stand by that. Like, it was whatever. It's not good, but I've seen worse. Shout Screamboat, and I put in my
Come on, man.
I put in my review, the biggest sin this movie commits is that it's painfully boring until the last 10 minutes.
It drags on and
Yeah.
on and on. It's painful.
Yeah.
Like, it got to the point where, like, my fellow theater goers, because, like, I'm sure it's the same with you, Mystery Monday, but Scream Unseen, like, they're packed. Like, the theater is packed pretty much. Like, even, like, the very front row A has people sitting in it. And it's like it got to, like, the 45, 50-minute mark, and people were just, like, getting antsy because, like, nothing's fucking happening. It's like, but it is what it is.
I was in a theater. I saw it Monday morning. Hang on. I was in the theaters Monday early afternoon. I think it's like 11 o'clock in the morning or something. But there was one other guy in the theater with me, and he was way up. I've said it before, the upper section. I sit on the front row of the upper section so I can put my feet on the safety rail there. He was up in the very back row, and he got up like 3 times and went out. I don't know if he was using the restroom or taking a phone call or something, but he went out the first time. When he did the second time and the third time, both times I almost told him, "Hey, buddy, you didn't miss anything. Don't worry. Nothing's happened."
But yeah, I mean, if you're into those kind of movies, go check it out. I'm never going to tell you to not go see it, but did I like it? No, I did not like it.
Yeah, same.
Needless to say, let's move on to another IFC Shutter film. I mean, the last movie wasn't IFC Shutter, but we just talked about Faces of Death, which was IFC and Shutter.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about Forbidden Fruits. This is a movie I was interested in just because of Victoria Pedretti. I really didn't know the other actresses, which is a shame because Lily Reinhardt has a huge following, but never heard of her. Respectfully,
you keep your eyes off her.
Hey, I'm Victoria Pedretti. Give me Love Quinn all day. I need that kind of crazy. And if I ever have a bad day, maybe she'll just kill me and I'm done with this life. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, Forbidden Fruits. I was looking forward to this movie just because of her. And it just looked fun. Like, it reminded me like of a Mean Girls kind of thing. And you add some witchy stuff to it. Yeah, I was in there. And like we mentioned, I like IFC and Shutter. General thoughts, I gave the movie a 4 out of 5. I had fun with it. I had a really good time with it. Had a packed theater on early access. We laughed. We were scarred by the escalator scene. I don't know if I'll ever take another one of those. If you know, you know. But yeah, I had a good time with Forbidden Fruits. I know you weren't as big of a fan, and you go ahead and give your general thoughts.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that good. I didn't hate it. necessarily, but I was kind of looking forward to it as well, just because, like you said, the cast, Victoria Pedretti, and I'm a big Lily Reinhardt fan. Like I said on our Faces of Death review, I saw her in American Sweatshop, and that was my first exposure to her. But I think she's really good, and she's easy on the eyes. So I was like, all right, I'm in. If even if this movie's awful, at least I have two beautiful women to look at.
I mean, to be fair, there was
And
four
then I
beautiful
found out
ones to
there
look
was
at.
four, so I was like, all right, fine. But to me, this movie didn't. It's a horror comedy, but it didn't lean enough into either one. It wasn't funny enough to be a comedy to me, and it didn't. It didn't dabble in the horror aspect nearly enough. Like this is a
That's
coven.
fair.
Like these are witches. This is a coven. They didn't do hardly any witchcraft. They cast a couple spells, and one of them may have worked. The other one, TBD, I guess. Like I just thought it was okay.
That's fair. Let's jump to our positives. I love the cast. I thought they had great camaraderie. Did you have a lot of like the forbidden fruit stuff pop up on your TikTok feed?
Like interviews and stuff.
Yeah, interviews, the playing
The-
the games, and all that.
Uh, I had their press run.
I know you had one of them come up. We won't talk about it. Go ahead.
I had their. I had their oh, anyway, I had their press run come across my feed, and then a couple weeks before this movie released, I was at the theater, and before the trailers start, if you get there early enough, they show these little interview segments, and I saw one there, and it was the cast of this movie, and they were talking about their camaraderie and getting to know each other and stuff. But I didn't see any trailers for this movie. I'll just be honest.
I didn't see any trailers at the theater. I saw the trailers like on Instagram and TikTok. That's the only place I saw it.
Okay.
I saw posts like on social media,
Yeah.
but that makes sense because Lily Reinhardt she's got like 25 million followers on
Not really.
Instagram and TikTok or something like that. She's huge. Like, I did not know her game like
I
that.
have no shot. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, by God, Lana Del Rey married a fucking alligator tour guide. Everybody's got a chance in these days.
That's fair.
But
I mean,
general thought.
Natalie Portman married a damn ballet dancer, so I'll never let that one go.
Really?
Yeah.
Black Swan really got to her, didn't it?
Balladeer, baby.
Hey, good for him. My positives of the movie. See, humor is subjective, but I laughed quite a bit. I thought a lot of this shit was funny. Like just the way Victoria Pedretti's character acted, I thought she was funny. Then Lily was such a bitch. She was obviously like the Regina George of the group. And God, let me bring the film up. Hold on, I don't want to get these people wrong. Lola Tongue's character Pumpkin was very much Lindsay Lohan's character. Trying to instigate, trying to separate the group. Like I really like Mean Girls. Do you like the movie Mean Girls?
Yeah, that's good.
Like it's just nostalgic for me. It was high school,
Yeah.
So
I really liked what's his name? What's the principal's name?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Oh my God, Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows' character, he's got a line in that movie that I say all the time. I got a sister and a son named Anthony, not Anthony, Anthony. And every time I hear like Anthony Simmons or Anthony Hardaway in the NBA, I think about Mean Girls. So yeah.
It's like, we will keep you here all night. We can only keep them here till 4. We will keep you here till 4. I love that line as well too. But I thought this movie was really well executed to being I think it executed what it wanted to be for the most part. Now, I'm not going to disagree that there's not a lot of witchy stuff on screen. Like we see them doing the rituals at the beginning, but we don't know for a fact that this thing actually worked on Pickle, because they show Pickle kind of like being crazy looking, acting crazy in the mall. We can only assume that it worked.
Yeah, she took a dive into the deep end too. She swanton bombed off the second floor of the mall.
Yeah, very very Midsummer-esque. Shout out
to
our. I love that movie. I can't wait till we do a 2010s draft. I'm gonna put you third again so I can take it. I'm just kidding.
You son of a.
But I thought Lily Reinhardt was fantastic as Apple. Like she was great. Like she was just like that sassy. Like respectfully, she was a bitch, but she was great at it.
That's my
like she was Regina George.
That's my type.
Yeah. But like there was one line that made me laugh out loud. Like I literally laughed out loud when she was like when she called out one of the girls like, "So what do you just hate women, dude?" I laughed so hard at that. I don't know why it was just funny as hell to me.
That was good.
And like I had a good crowd. Like the rest of my people, like we were watching it, we were tuned in, but we laughed when it was appropriate. Like we cringed when it was appropriate. Like I thought that like there weren't a lot of kills in the movie, but the effects look good.
Yeah.
Like that escalator scene was gnarly as hell.
That was brutal.
She should have got out of there though. By God, what terrible will to live.
Yeah.
Come on, Love Quinn. We expect better from you, Love Quinn. But I just had fun with it. Like I know it's blasphemous, but I rate this movie the same as another movie that's out right now. That's way, you know, it's doing really well in theaters. You know, it's got like 3 thumbs down.
Ain't no way you gave.
I gave it the same rating. Just I had more fun with
as
it.
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a better movie. I said I enjoyed it more.
Amaze.
But I do need to see Project Hail Mary again because I told you about my theater experience.
Yeah,
I had a big group of people being super rude. They had to get they got their ass kicked out. It was that's bad. Funny. But this movie is just fun to me. Like I just had a good time with it. It's nothing super special, but I laughed and I had a good time with it. They're probably going to make a second one. Yeah, just based off the ending.
Yay!
I know you're looking.
Okay, so I think you don't have to lean all the way into the witchy stuff. I think it would have been just as fine if we find out that they're just full of shit. Like they think they're a coven, but it's not, and everything's just happening by coincidence. I think that works. But as it was, I was just like, And I think that there were a few lines that got a chuckle out of me, but I didn't think it was consistent enough. If you're going to be a comedy, you need consistent laughs, not just one here or there. And so but the cast was great. All 4 of the leading ladies, Lily Reinhart, Lola Tung, Victoria Pedretti, Alexandra Shipp, I thought they were great. And I thought Pickle.
Hey, shout out to Gabrielle Union.
I just now saw that was Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the cast. I didn't realize that when I watched the movie. But Emma Chamberlain, she played the deranged, scorned ex-friend really well. Psycho. Now, I will say the movie opens with a weird scene.
Oh, yeah, dude jerking it in the car.
Like, come on. If I pull up next to a hot girl and she's telling me to do that, first of all, I'm like, no. No, this is public. And then second of all, you expect me to believe that she threw her hot coffee that far? Nah, come on. Because she didn't throw the cup. She's dumped her coffee and burned him. Nah, he was in the next parking spot, homie. But that's when I knew, okay, I don't think I'm gonna like this. Because if that's the kind of comedy that they're gonna go for, like that just didn't work for me. But overall, I didn't hate it. I gave it a 2 out of 5. It's definitely no Project Hail Mary to me. But I said that this movie was like Clueless meets The Craft, only worse. It definitely had a lot of The Craft vibes,
I like this way better. I did not love The Craft. I'm sorry, respectfully, of course. It just did not do it for me.
What do you think about Clueless? Yeah, I'm gonna throw you. I know. I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
I haven't seen Clueless.
Roast him.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Roast him.
Breaking news: Nico hasn't seen a fucking movie. Oh no. But my qualms. I mean, it's not a 10 out of 10 movie. Like I can't give it a 5 out of 5. It's like it's good for what it is. Like and it's been freaking 3 weeks since I've seen it. What do I dislike? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I've seen a lot of movies since then.
Yep.
I've been through a lot of life since then,
Oh, I feel that too. So I've watched.
But it's definitely a movie I'm gonna pick for the pod. I'm sure Dustin will take PTO that night, but it's okay.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I've watched 28 movies since I saw this one. So
good night.
I didn't think it was that much, or I wouldn't have counted out loud like that. But I've watched 28 movies since I saw this one. So I don't remember the ins and outs as much either. But I just remember it's a movie that exists to me. You're right. The way that it ended with Lily Reinhart's character basically taking up roots in a new city and finding the popular girls there, it looked like, and she's going to leech onto them. Okay, like I'm sure they will make it. I don't know how this one did in the box office, but did it do well? Do you know?
I don't know, honestly.
But
But the thing is, it's already been pulled from theaters. But to me, it didn't get a fair shot because I don't know about your like up there, but it only got like 2-3 screenings a day at the max, and they were always like damn near sold out.
Hmm.
But they still pulled it. It's just
so it
independent horror, man.
looks like it did 2.26 million gross in the theaters. I'd imagine that it probably had a couple $1 million budget.
You think so? It was in this mall pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, but there's some star power there. I mean, Lily Reinhart's up and coming. She, as you mentioned, she's got a huge following. Victoria Pedretti. There's some names in this movie. Gabrielle Union, who I didn't even realize was in the movie. So I'm sure that took a decent chunk.
But this could be one of those movies that's more of a passion project than something to make bank on, you know?
It is true. Plus, Gabby's not making a ton of movies anymore.
I think Lily Reinhart was like executive producer or something like that on the film too.
The last movie I saw with Gabrielle Union in it, I liked a lot more. I saw it, I think at the end of 2024, maybe it's 2025, called Riff Raff. And Jennifer Coolidge, Ed Harris, that and Bill Murray. That movie's awesome. And shout out to Pete Davidson, he's in it. But
I was wrong. She's not an executive producer, but
I just want to shout out.
I do got to shout out Diablo Cody. She's one of the producers on this film. You know her from Juno. She was a writer on Juno. She was a writer on Lisa Frankenstein movie. I haven't seen, but I've heard good things about it. It's got Catherine Newton in it and Cole. Fuck. She was a co-writer on Jennifer's Body. So this is the kind of movie she's known for, and I think she did a good job.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She's also she wrote the upcoming Jennifer's Body 2. She wrote the sequel. So, shout out to her.
I wonder where they go with that.
Good God. She's got a lot of stuff in the works. Like, if you look at her IMDb and look at her upcoming projects, there's like 15 projects that are in development or pre-production. That's crazy.
Hey,
she's staying busy.
This is working.
Yeah.
But I'm at a good stopping point. 30 minutes about these two movies. I think we did a fine job with that. Final thoughts, Dustin.
Yeah, I mean, support cinema as always. I didn't care for either one of these movies, but Forbidden Fruits, I'm in the minority. I know that because IMDb, the average is a 6.1 out of 10. You know, I gave it a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. The Hunting of Matthew Nichols. Let's see what it is.
That was like 2 points. That was a 2.6 on Letterboxd.
It's a 5.7 on IMDb. Only 678 reviews. So it looks like the cast, crew, and their family and friends are the only ones that have rated it on IMDb.
Hey, look it up on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Just for this 501 game, I swear to Christ, if it's higher than Dead Silence, I'm punching my screen.
What was Dead Silence?
No, just tell me the score.
Don't punch your screen, brother. 93. There it is.
How many reviews?
15.
Dead Silence had a 22.
Yeah.
I know you weren't the biggest Dead Silence fan, but Dead Silence was fucking better than Hunting Matthew. Fuck this. Fuck this. Anywho, I'm going to go see Over Your Dead Body tonight, early access. Jason Segel, and Samara Weaving. Yeah. IFC Shudder film. Looking forward to that.
Oh, hopefully, is it really? It's IFC Shudder?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back with another reaction soon. I'm assuming you're going out of town. I'm going to go see The Mummy probably Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm going to see The Mummy. I'm going to see Over Your Dead Body and whatever else releases this weekend. I'll see it. But your boy's leaving to go to WrestleMania. So I'll be in Vegas this weekend. So it'll be next week.
This might be Dustin's last show. We may never hear from him again.
This might be. Think The Hangover, but they never find Doug. That's what's going to happen to me this weekend.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. R.I.P. Dustin. Just kidding.